Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and what I have here today is the Tactical A1S. For those of you who are not familiar with Tactical, it's through Knight's high value, low price line, and they have two models. I've already reviewed the A1 a couple of weeks ago, and they sent me the A1S. This thing is twice as bright because it has a different LED CREE emitter in it. So if you decide to buy this flashlight, this is how it's going to come. If you are interested, by the way, in this flashlight at any time, I've provided two links below in the description box. I recommend that you use the first link, which is Amazon, because it is the cheaper of the two down there. And it's running 30 bucks, you know, technically $29.99. But direct from WowTech right now, at this particular moment, it's more. So go to Amazon, save yourself some money. Amazing price for what you get here. Standout features is, you know, 1,150 lumens, and it could do that for 3 hours, which is quite amazing for a $30 flashlight. And you get everything that you want in a tactical flashlight, including the crown bezel and the momentary and a very bright flashlight capable of strobe. And that's my criteria to say, yes, in fact, I consider it a tactical flashlight. It uses a rechargeable 18650. Really cool. We'll get to it. I just want to show you what comes in the box real quick, just so you can see the actual experience of opening up your new Tactical A1S. So you can see you have some extra O-rings, you have a charging cable, no charger, you got to use your own, and you have a very well put together manual that has all the specs in there, which is very nice. As you can see, they do have several languages. So now that we got the unboxing out of the way, let's talk about this flashlight. When you get it, make sure you open it up, take out the little paper thing that keeps it from going off in shipment. This just blocks the contact. And inside this flashlight comes a very special 18650 battery. It's a 3.7 volt, it says 3.6 volt, 3400 milliamp hour battery with built-in charging right there. So when you first get this, I recommend that you plug it in and let it charge. You'll see there'll be a red light on there that'll come on, and when it's fully charged, the green light will come on and the red light will go out, and that says you are ready to go. Once you're done charging, go ahead and place your battery back into your flashlight right there. Just wanted you to see how thick the barrel of this flashlight is. And by the way, the threads have some grease on them, and they are square threads, which is good. That's what you want. And you have an O-ring, and again they give you two extra O-rings. You see the tail cap, and just put that on. I like that they have knurling around the tail cap as well as the body. Really good. You can see it has a U-type switch with the switch there. What that enables you to do is tail stand it while still having a switch down here. And I know there's some viewers that absolutely must have the switch here for the power switch. See? Really good. So let's start from the top here. You got the crown bezel. You have an anti-reflective glass, tempered glass lens. You can see that purplish tinge there. So instead of reflecting the full bright light, it just sort of reflects that slight purplish. So you got a nice anti-reflective coating. Looks like you have a smooth aluminum reflector. It almost escaped me there. And in there, the business part of the flashlight is the CREE XP-L V6 emitter. Now the A1 that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, I believe had the XP-G, so that's why this particular one is twice as bright as that other one. Now you have two buttons here. You have your mode select switch here, or button right there, and of course you have your on off and momentary right here, and you can see it does do momentary if I press it slightly. Here, I'll put it down here. If I press it slightly, momentary. If I press it till it clicks, it locks it on. Press it all the way in, and it goes out. And like I said, mode button right here will cycle through low, medium, high, turbo, and then SOS, and then it cycles back down. If you want to access the strobe mode, by the way, warning, strobe, just go ahead and press and hold right there and it strobes. Now, you don't have a one button quick access to that strobe. You have to turn it on here and then you have to press and hold here. So I'll give that a con. The other con, and this is the only other con I have with this flashlight, is they give you a lanyard hole down here on the tail cap, but they don't give you a lanyard. For me, that's no big deal. I don't use them, but whatever. You have a clip here. It is removable, as you can see there. I'm going to leave this on. And again, aluminum alloy bodying. You have nice black anodized finish, just like 99% or 100% of the tactical flashlights out there. Very well built. It feels the same quality, identical quality to the ThruNite, which is the mother company of a tactical. By the way, this is waterproof to IPX-7 Standard, which is 1 meter, which is like 3.25 or 3.3 feet underwater. It's also impact resistant to 1.5 meters, which is about 5 feet, I believe, if my memory serves me right. Dimensions is 137.5 millimeters long, 25.4 millimeters in diameter. Weight is 87 grams without the battery. So let's talk about the run times. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. You can see, by the way, it comes on to whatever the last setting was. If your last setting was SOS and you turn it off, when you turn it back on, it's going to come right back on in turbo. So low, medium, high, and turbo all will memory. SOS will not, and also strobe will not. Alright, so let's get to run times. We'll turn it on. It's on low. What I'll do is I will put the information right up here now, so you can see what those are if you don't want to listen to my voice. Low is 24 lumens for 6 days. Medium is 140 lumens for 18 hours. High, well, you got. By the way, you got to press it within 2 seconds, or it's going to just start again. All right. High is 460 lumens for 5 hours. I didn't get it quick enough there. And turbo is 1,150 lumens for 3 hours, and SOS, there we go, is also 1,050 lumens for 4 hours. Those run times for that amount of power is really amazing. So again, round robin, you got to click it within 2 seconds for it to continue going up. If you don't, it's going to start from the bottom. Say 1,000 to 1,000. If I start again, it's going to start at that lowest setting. So I think we covered the run times, the amount of lumens, and the operation. So let's go ahead and go outside and see how she looks. Okay, we're out here in my backyard. Let me hit the lights real quick. So you can see my fence line way down here, and all the way on the corner there, that's about, I don't know, 12, 13 yards away. Just so you have a frame of reference, I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights out, turn the flashlight on, and that's the lowest setting. So you can see pretty bright on the low. By the way, there is no moonlight, so I guess that is another con right there. So let's go ahead and sequence up. I already gave you the run times and everything, so I'm not going to go ahead and repeat that. So let's go ahead and go up to medium, high, turbo. So there you go, turbo. You could take a look at what that spot looks like, and there's the flood, nice and clean. Oh, I have Carson right there doing his business, and you can see how bright that is. So let's go ahead and go all the way into that tree line, that hole right there. So you're probably looking way deep in there, probably about 50 yards, who knows. And you can see just super duper bright. Definitely a thrower with that smooth reflector, no problem right there, and just scorching bright. Just look at that beam right there, super duper bright. Let's take a look at Carson right there. He's probably blinded pretty good. Carson, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of there, Carson! Carson, get out of there. All right. So, this thing is so bright, you could be like alien abduction. Stand it under there, you get beamed up. You can see it's raining. Good thing this guy's waterproof. So I'm telling you right now, I was honest. I gave you 2 cons for this flashlight. No lanyard, probably the biggest one. But totally honest, they did send me this for review. I'm being totally honest with you for full disclosure there. But for $30, you can't beat this flashlight. It is absolutely incredible. That battery alone with the built-in chargeability, that's 15 bucks value right there. So you're getting the flashlight for 15 bucks. I mean, think about it. $30 with the battery, built-in charging, very powerful 1150 lumen flashlight. It is an amazing purchase. Don't pass this up. I think it's absolutely amazing. Crown bezel, love it. Remember, this thing could tail stand. Now, I forgot about one feature here. The light will blink when the battery goes low. I don't know how low it has to get, but that's a built-in low voltage indicator, so you'll get like a blink of some sort when the battery gets low. Absolutely amazing flashlight. Highly recommend it here at the Gear Obsession channel. Alright, I hope you all didn't miss the video I did a couple of days ago on the Geiger counter. I keep it plugged in. I'm constantly monitoring. Right now, in my neck of the woods, it looks like around 18 counts per minute, so I'm not getting irradiated. But if you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. To me, that video is pretty special. I spent some extra time with it. I had fun with it. I've always wanted to get a Geiger counter, and it's quite amazing. And I had no idea you could buy uranium ore on the internet. Let's see, what other exciting things do I have coming up? I don't normally do this, but I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. I bought something pretty amazing. One of the most popular watches in the world, believe it or not. More sold probably than any other Casio watch in the world. You ready for this? Because this is hilarious. I did a whole bunch of research. This watch has a crazy history, and I'm looking forward to really reviewing this once I get all my research done. Some of you might know the history of this guy. Really amazing. The Casio F-91W. Look forward to that review, because that's going to be quite amazing when I tell you some of the stuff on it. Now you all got to look up. You're going to look it up and see what's going on with that, and you're going to find out some pretty amazing things. I also have a Ganzo knife coming up. Very special Ganzo knife. I bet you didn't know that they made it. And I got another Brother knife that's big and one of the smoothest out of the box flashlights knives I've ever reviewed. Really is amazing. So I get some really cool things. Another thing I got coming up is, if you notice in the background here, Corrosion X. Corrosion X. You know, the fine folks at Corrosion X, somebody from the company, maybe the owner of the company, had commented when I did my Plate of Truths a while back, and they said, how come you didn't test this? This would have beat everything you did. And I'm like, don't come here on my video and complain that I didn't. So he sent me all the products to test, and I forgot about them. And this might be like years ago, so I feel really, really bad. I really do. So I'm going to do a special Plate of the Truth test, for those of you who are familiar and remember my Plate of Truth, where I test this out against a surface with nothing on it, and then I'm going to pick something else. So I'll have like 3 sections on the Plate of Truth, and we can see how well Corrosion X does as far as preventing rust. Alright, so quick little note of things coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I hope you find this interesting and exciting and you stay with me, because it's getting harder and harder to stay motivated, and YouTube just seems to be making it harder and harder to maintain a channel these days, especially when you're a smaller channel like me. And I know that even the big YouTubers are having a hard time as YouTube seems to be focusing or changing their direction and focus on other things. I don't blame them for it. They're doing what big companies do, and that's make money and make the stockholders happy, you know, and whatever it takes to make the money. So if you don't like it, you know, like if me as a person who utilizes their service doesn't like it, then I could go find a different service, right? Unfortunately, these days there's no other competing service that could do what YouTube does as well as they do, so I'm staying. I'm not complaining, I'm staying. And people who do complain, then do something about it, you know? But whatever. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. I really do. I don't just say this at the end of every video. And if you like what I'm doing, I did a weird shake. If you like what I'm doing, that's what old people do. Go ahead, like, subscribe, click the bell so you know when I post a video, because sometimes the other stuff doesn't work. And I also have a web thingy, a website called GearObsessionDeals.com. It's deep down there in the description. You gotta go way down there. If you click on there, every video I post shows up on there. I make sure it's like a blog. It automatically posted there. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus if anyone uses that anymore. And that's about it. Alright. Way over right here. 7 minutes overrun. Wow. Alright, take care. I appreciate it. Have a good day or evening. Bye.